Hello, we are the Casters, and this talk is about cars. And our first topic about cars is about the history of the oldest car. So the first car that actually ever ran was made by a French engineer. And instead of running off a fossil fuel like oil, gas of some sort, this car was running off steam actually. And it was made right around 130 years ago, right in 1884. This ancient ride was just recently sold at an auction for a whopping $4.62 million. Even though that this was categorized as a car, it didn't have four wheels. Actually, it only had three. So this three-wheeler had won 6 Dion Tricycle Championships, still known to exist to this very day. This car did reach a blistering top speed of 38 miles per hour though. It was very rare when it got to reach its top speed, because back then they had NASCAR related tracks and they didn't have a thing called drag racing. So next we would like to talk to you about the fastest car in the world. And currently, the fastest car would be the Hennessy Venom GT. And this car on a straightaway track, like drag racing for example, it can hit right around 270.5 miles per hour. This car can hit the 0 to 60 mark right under 3 seconds. 3 seconds. At 2.7. This rocket of a car was released almost 4 years ago to the public on the 29th of March 2010. But since this car is so rare, you cannot find this car in retailers. You actually have to order this car to be able to own this. The Venom was just recently put into the record books on February 14th this year, when it hit its top speed of 270.5 miles per hour. When it took out the former speed champion, you could say, I guess, the Bugatti Super Sport. The Bugatti's top speed was 269.5 miles per hour. So, if you remember, like we were saying before, the oldest car was made in 1884. But this car that we're about to talk to you about was actually the first car that was actually invented with a motor. And it would run off some sort of fossil fuel they could find. Like oil. It was most likely oil. So then, a very demanding, prestigious company, you could say, to this day, was founded on the 19th of July. This major company is Ford Motors Company. The reason they are so big, and they always have been, is because they are such a historic brand for being the first important / major company, you could say. And the reason they've stayed on top is because they make their cars with such high quality and good performance. And then another historic event was on April 28th. The land speed record was broken at 272 kilometers per hour.